Majority of the searches on Google are powered by machine learning algorithms. This is evident when you look at the questions that Google tries to answer when people search for a keyword. You search for best restaurants in India, you will start getting prompting questions which are talking about what is the best Chinese restaurant? Are you looking at a restaurant with the highest amount of reviews? So you look at all these questions which the machine algorithms are trying to predict that you may be wanting answers for, and that is when we say that machine learning powers the Google searches today. With increasing complexity of consumer journeys, a consumer might start somewhere, might go somewhere else, might land up on the app, might land up in the physical store. So the customer journeys are becoming increasingly complex, and brands should leverage both machine learning powered systems and automation to keep up with the same pace as the customers today. Marketing automation along with machine learning algorithms and systems can help you reach people or consumers wherever they're in their customer journey. At the same time, it also delivers relevant content without getting too much into the privacy concerns of the user. Automation certainly has certain advantages. And when it is coupled with algorithms powered by machine learning, your systems tend to be consistent. It is not human intervention that is making decisions or taking the call, but systems are usually consistent compared to humans. Algorithms take a lot of factors into account while predicting the outcomes or while trying to help you make a decision. They look at the devices your consumers are coming from, time of the day, the region, the source that they're coming from, their previous behaviors, their previous history, your spends, etc., etc., etc. And overall, if you look at the functionality of automation tools, they are known for their compounding nature, which means if you're using them with the right AI system, with the right automation systems, the results get compounded because there are a lot of dynamics that these algorithms are taking into account. Well, does it mean that automation is the magic pill? Absolutely not. There are two things that you should keep in mind before you watch this video. One, automation is not a magic pill. Automation is definitely not a magic pill, and when executed in a wrong way, it can cause more damage than advantages. The second thing that you need to keep in mind is I am no way endorsing the recommendations that Google is suggesting you to blindly follow them. In all practical cases, I would recommend do not blindly follow the suggestions or recommendations that Google Ads systems suggest you. Use them with caution, use them as a guiding light so that you can make your own decisions, as you use them just as a reference along the way. All right, let's dive in and see what automation when it comes to Google Ads are we talking about. I may not be exaggerating when I say that we are looking at ways to automate our Google systems, but what if I tell you we are already doing it? There are a ton of automated systems which we are using already without our knowledge. And why do I say we are already using these automated systems in Google Ads especially? Because things like smart bidding, where the bidding is automated based upon your suggestions or based upon the cap that you have given the systems, and when it's coupled with broad match keywords, as Google suggests, which may be true or which may not be true in most of the cases, it is observed that it helps increase in conversions by about 20%. The second reason I say that we're already using the automation systems, or the second way where we can leverage on these automation systems is by using conversion-based bidding metrics and using conversion values to see if you're on the right path or not. When we are bidding, we most of the time are afraid of automation. We don't want to get into automatic bidding, but it's not like that. But if you look at the conversions and if you look at conversion values, it is definitely worth a try to give. You hold the leash in your hand, you take a firm call when it comes to certain things, but it is worth trying how the automatic bidding systems perform, because at the end of the day, you have set the cap and your cap will never be exceeded by Google. When you say, I don't want to go beyond a CPA of, let's say, $3, Google will make sure your CPA is maintained at $3. But most of the times we are so hesitant to try these automated systems because, it is not proven, I may be burning my money or burning my spends. In all practical possibilities, when executed correctly, this will work to your favor. The third area where we may already be using or not using automation in terms of Google Ads is when you're using responsive search ads. What are responsive search ads? We have seen a lot of iterations when it comes to ads on Google, right? The first possible variation that I ever came across was having two headlines, one description and one display URL and one destination URL. Then it moved to two headlines and two descriptions. There were a lot of iterations. Today, what you see is amazing. You can have up to 15 headlines. You can have up to 5 descriptions. Why are we doing this? Why is Google asking us to do that? Because Google wants to use the phrases or the headlines which closely matches with the user query so that he finds it relevant, while you don't have to do the guesswork. The ML systems or the algorithms do the trick, and all you have to do is give all the content that you find or you think is relevant to you, describe your business or your service, and you put in those, and the algorithms do the trick. Now, we are almost all of us are doing it. There is hardly any percentage of businesses and advertisers who are not using and leveraging on things like responsive search ads, but we don't realize it, right? But at the end of the day, that is automation doing the job for you. The final area where we say that we need to use automation a little more than what we think we can handle are things like Performance Max campaigns. Why Performance Max campaigns? I've tried my hand at them. I would say again, with a word of caution, do not blindly follow the recommendations or apply the recommendations Google suggests you. Take it with a pinch of salt. Look at your own situation, look at your budgets, and then take a decision. The beauty about Performance Max campaigns is when you look at these campaigns, it is one set of inventory which is deployed across all networks of Google. Now, you create one performance campaigns and give all the inventory that the system needs. And what you can do is, and what Google does, what the Google ad system does is it will start deploying all your creatives across all Google networks, whether it's YouTube, whether it's display, whether it is search, whether it is dynamic ads, or the app campaigns. So this is the advantage of using performance app campaigns. Imagine the amount of work and the monitoring you would have to put in if you have created independent campaigns to address all these networks. So I would say this is basically a session to help you understand 2 things. One, do not be scared about automation because it is not always dangerous for you, provided you proceed with caution. The second thing that I wanted to highlight in this video is we are already using automated systems without our knowledge. So there is nothing to be afraid of, and I would strongly encourage you to try your hand with caution when it comes to the automation solutions or systems that Google Ads has already in place. Thank you so much. My name is Casey. Before I let you go, I really want to tell you that there is a complete video about how to create performance campaigns on my YouTube channel. I'm linking it to you in the description, and you might see a notification of that somewhere on the screen. Please do check it out and let me know what you think. Thank you so much. Again, do not be afraid of automation, and do not take suggestions blindly from the recommendations at Google. Take it with a pinch of salt and proceed with caution. Hope you will have a wonderful automation journey with Google Ads and otherwise. Thank you so much. My name is Casey, signing off. Ciao.